And I just, in my head, I was like, thinking back to high school or something, if someone did that to like me or my brothers or something. Oh,
On site.
God.
Yeah. They would be...
No more Dennis.
Yeah.
I deleted your character from life, my friend.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Grilled fresh wild coho salmon topped with a black cherry barbecue sauce and aioli. Where's the mashed potatoes on this?
Does it not say mashed potatoes?
Nope.
Oh, it's probably all entrees served with roasted garlic mashed potatoes or jasmine rice. Oh, jasmine rice and seasoned vegetables would be way better.
Yeah, so hold on, I just want to say real quickly, that doesn't come like that.
You're choosing the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
It's
all
one
of them,
or
they
the
put,
other, and I don't like rice.
And they probably...
I would prefer mashed potatoes by themselves over rice by itself any other day.
Well, yeah.
So...
Really? I love rice. Rice is so good.
Mashed potato by itself is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't say that like they made this dish where it comes with mashed potatoes if all their dishes come with the option for mashed potatoes.
All the dishes come with a side. One of those can be mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ordering this tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Eye contact.
I wouldn't, actually. I think your date will just leave.
No. Eye contact with the waitress and see the face they make when you're like, yes, I would like the mashed potatoes with the barbecue sauce in addition to my salmon, please.
The salmon comes with barbecue sauce on.
See, that's normal. I've heard of barbecue sauce on salmon.
And they're like, wait, are you sure you want all those things on the same plate?
Yeah. Like, you want the mashed potatoes with it, too? Are you sure? Like, the mashed potatoes.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna spy this out.
I'm
gonna order it, and if they bring it to my table, I'll be like, "Are you serious?
Think of what
this
Gordon
is not
Ramsay
okay."
would say.
Oh, is your order wrong? No.
Gordon Ramsay would probably be fine with it.
Gordon Ramsay would get 2 pieces of bread, put it between your face, and call you an idiot sandwich right now.
No.
He would.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's insane.
No, because he's not closed-minded like you. As long as it tastes delicious and has good texture, it's fine.
We just understand that food has a place.
That's true. I can't imagine the texture and taste of fish mixing with mashed potatoes.
Clearly,
fishy potatoes,
I cannot.
fishy mashed potatoes.
I
sounds
refuse.
awful.
Clearly, you cannot in your brain think of it.
No.
Yeah.
I can,
which is fine.
And it short circuits to save me.
No.
I think
so that I don't shut down all the way.
I think
you guys don't
again.
even like salmon. That's the problem.
I think fundamentally that
I was okay with fish.
I thought you said you didn't like it.
I didn't love it, but like certain fish.
I don't like it.
Yeah, so you don't get a vote anyway because your vote is anything with fish is gross because fish is gross.
No, it's not that at all. Why are you putting that in my face? I don't like fish, but I know that fish can go good with things.
It can go good with mashed potatoes.
Fishy mashed potatoes. It can go good.
I don't see why you guys just won't take my word for it. I'm the only person. I'm the pescatarian here at the fucking table. Okay.
Yeah, but also like when you get food, you smother it in sauce. So you don't actually really taste your food.
The barbecue sauce is probably just amazing.
Yeah.
No, I don't
like. I think
don't.
Fundamentally,
so the barbecue sauce is pretty good, but I don't like barbecue sauce generally. So
it's just really good then.
So I'll eat it.
We figured it out.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'll eat it without the barbecue sauce. I'll eat mashed potatoes.
Vegetarians and vegans
fish without
have a better
sauce.
palate for when food tastes good because it's not smothered in all the condiments that are super like sugary and made to make something taste good.
Just garlic.
Yeah. Well,
dude, debating with you two is like debating against a brick wall. It's so much a waste of fucking time.
You're the brick wall
genuinely
right now. Why,
such a waste.
Why
of time.
are
You're gonna
we
be
the
here
brick
anyway.
Wall?
I know. It's just
why are we the brick wall in this situation and not you?
Because
it's
you won't
2v1.
listen.
You're the wall.
It's because our legs are the same right now.
Clearly,
yeah, that's what it is.
And we're on the same team.
I think
Blue
he's
team.
saying that he's not the wall because he can't accept that other people might be right.
Look, I understand that you probably like this meal.
Yeah.
In the same way that I've seen that TV show where it's like people eat like kitty litter and like cardboard and stuff.
And they drink laundry detergent.
I mean, don't knock that, but how are you gonna clean your insides?
True. Yeah. That's crazy.
Welcome
That's
to the Kickback
That's
podcast.
weird, man. That's weird. You're weird.
If you think mashed potatoes and fish go together, stop watching.
Yeah, fishy mashed potatoes. Everybody's favorite. I love it when my mashed potatoes taste like fish.
Ugh.
I said salmon.
Salmon's a fish?
Can't you just flip out the protein?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Oh, arguing with... Wait. My can is broken.
Your can's broken?
Well, dented.
Oh.
I gotta get under the tab.
Tab?
Tab. We chained it.
Nice.
Ugh.
That's just, I don't know.
What?
I think it's weird.
Just drop it.
I
Just
want to
fucking
move on
drop
because
it.
it's starting to. I'm getting a little nauseated.
Yeah, I'm getting a little mad.
This does remind me of something that I was thinking about as a topic for today, which was, what do you guys think is the stupidest argument you've ever gone into?
Okay, I need rules.
Rules?
Is it a stupid argument
Okay,
that I was invested in, or just one that I had?
one that, like, it was a legitimate argument, so I think that means, like, invested in. Like, you
Okay,
guys,
that's
it was,
what I would think too.
it was stupid and it got heated. Like, mine is the Oxford comma.
That's not stupid at all.
I agree. Yeah.
Very important.
I think the Oxford comma is amazing. The person I got in an argument with did not. They thought it was stupid. They said that the word "and" is the comma. And I was like, no, it can't be.
My favorite are the examples on when it breaks English if you don't use it.
That's why I was saying. Like,
They
the Hitler
invited
Staller and
The strippers, yep. The
Staller and Hitlin.
Hitler. It's like the, like when people are in a relationship and you combine their name.
Mm-hmm.
Hitlin.
It's amazing. Haley.
They're so good together.
Yeah, they really thrive.
Terrible
together.
people, but I mean they're perfect for each other.
Yeah. If you don't know what the Oxford comma is, you're not living life. What it is the comma before the word "and" in the list of things.
Mm-hmm. The last comma of the list.
Yep.
So like, list of things.
Peanut butter, jelly, and honey. All things that can go on a sandwich.
Yes. Peanut butter, comma, jelly, comma,
and honey.
Versus some people think it's correct to go peanut butter, comma, jelly, and honey.
But that would mean that the jelly and the honey both go on with the peanut butter, which is weird.
It would be that they're the same thing, right?
They're, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it'd be like peanut butter and jelly. Or sorry, no wait.
Oh yeah, so it's
That would imply that the jelly is honey. It's jelly honey.
No.
Yeah.
You know how you can get the jars with like the peanut butter and jelly already like swirled together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a sandwich with honey, peanut butter, and jelly.
Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like there's a case for it, and there's a case to not use it.
But if you say it doesn't exist, you can't distinguish between the two.
Right? It's just so much better. It avoids confusion. There was literally a case where somebody got away with some sort of crime that was a federal felony. They would have gotten a felony for it.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the law that was written in the state they were in, used the Oxford comma in some places and not in others, he was able to successfully argue that based off of that, what he did wasn't actually the felony.
Dang. I would let him go.
He did,
and then sue the lawmakers, yeah.
And then they had to change the ruling and said that if you're going to use the Oxford comma, everything has to be an Oxford comma.
I was going to say, that's actually worse.
Mhm.
If you do it and also don't use it in the same like document.
Yeah.
Like at least not use it at all.
Yeah. Do one or the other.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I think it was some sort of self-defense thing. It was like I think he fought someone and that person died. But he was able to argue that it was based off of self-defense, even though his life wasn't in danger at the time, which is what you usually need in self-defense. But the wording of it was this and this, or the case that had the Oxford comma, this, and this. And he's like, oh, it was one of those. It wasn't the two of them together, but it was one of those. I was afraid of my life, for sure. But it wasn't afraid of my life at this time.
It would be interesting to see the very specifics of that and see how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
Stupidest argument I've probably gotten in was the GIF.
Yeah.
Specifically because I didn't know how to argue it as well, but I knew I was right.
Okay. Where do you stand?
I think the key argument that made it for sure, because at the beginning I would argue it just because whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
But like the guy who invented it said it's GIF, so why would we not respect his wishes?
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, I can kind of see the argument of like if all or most of society takes the thing you put out
Yeah, the colloquial
and
use of
changes it. I mean, it's like out of the artist hands at that point.
Yeah.
But the thing that annoyed me is everyone's argument for GIF was the like, oh, you're going to go give someone a gift. Like, I'm going to give you a gift. And they're like, see, G doesn't work like that. It's like, well, wait, it actually works
word,
like that a lot. So that argument doesn't work. They're like, but more words use the, I think, is it the soft G?
No, the hard G is G, right?
G. Oh, yeah. More of them use the hard G. So that's the more common one, which is super weak.
It's such, yeah, because like there's even a rule in English, I before E except for after C, and it's like
which is wrong.
Yeah, it's outweighed like 9-1. There's so many words that
like
break
weighed,
that rule.
Outweighed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The argument that flipped in my head was GIF is an acronym, and acronyms do not follow that weird constraint where it's like, well, you have to pronounce the letter in the acronym as it's pronounced in the word. The classic, the one I like the most is SCUBA.
Scuba.
Scuba, but the U stands for underwater.
Scuba.
So shouldn't it be scuba?
Oh my God.
So they either have to go scuba and I don't even know which way to say it now. GIF, scuba and GIF, or GIF and scuba. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Signed into law.
How did this argument, like for mine got heated, like it was bad.
Unfortunately,
it was like it went on for like 3 hours back and forth, and it's like it's that point where you're talking to somebody and you're just back and forth, and you're starting to get choked up a little bit because you're just angry.
Start crying.
Yeah.
Mine was online, and I'm pretty sure I was heated, and they didn't give a shit. So I lost.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. You?
Silliest argument.
Silliest argument.
Trying to think of honorable mentions while you think about yours, because
it's like my hardest one is just to not say like every single argument that I've ever been in. It's just been silly and stupid.
You just don't like arguing.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I guess I'll go this one time. I got in an argument with Nash over
name drop.
Nice.
It's fine.
Yeah. Fuck you, Nash.
Whoa, chill. He's a cool guy.
For a reminder, Nash, the question was moments of your life that you most regret.
Yeah.
So you were talking to Nash.
No. I was playing Terraria with Nash, and he was like, "Go this way," and I think he pointed and then said the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went the opposite direction of what he pointed.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got into an argument over that.
Yeah.
To the point
I can see how that would be.
He had to, and he had to leave the room.
Really?
Yes.
Man, that is like, a stupid argument.
I was like, dude, go away. We'll talk about this later.
I think that's the most stupid one that we've had so far.
Yeah.
Because that one doesn't have like a conclusion. Like where yours and I's have conclusions to them. Yours is just like you two friends just getting mad at each other for no reason.
Yeah, it was
over
the dumbest thing.
Miscommunication.
Yeah.
You win that one.
Good job.
I might be wrong though, because it was like 4 years. No, it was like 5 or 6 years ago.
You might be wrong about what? Like as time's gone on, you're like maybe he did point and go the same direction.
He's like, hey, go right, and you're like, okay, left.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
That would be even better.
That would be like
because
you're
then you had a
100%
really
in the
dumb
wrong.
argument.
Oh, and then it was his
happen.
character, and I died. That's the other thing too.
Oh,
so it sparked the argument.
So it was based off of hurt feelings, and then it just escalated.
Yeah.
Sad.
Was it like a hardcore world?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. You're in the wrong on this one. Sorry, dude. Like if you do that, I think the correct thing to do is you're right. I'm sorry, man. You know, even if you are in the right and they gave you bad directions.
Oh, that reminds me.
No, because he's played so much Terraria. He's got like worlds on top of worlds in hardcore, just packed with like.
I know, but like if you
stuff.
do something and somebody's obviously upset that like their character is dead now, the world they've been putting into,
I don't think
it just adds insult to injury to be like, well, it wouldn't have happened if you didn't give me a stupid ass direction.
I didn't say
like,
it
You
like
said
that.
right and pointed right.
I
know,
didn't say that. Though.
I know, but that's how it comes across.
no,
So
it was
I
more
think-
like It was, well, you know what? We're going to argue about the dumbest argument that I've ever had.
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
That way,
Okay.
by the end of the episode, we can say, now the new dumbest argument was the argument about the dumbest argument being good or not. No, it reminds me of an episode of It's Always Sunny where everyone except Dennis starts playing this online role-playing game, basically.
Yeah.
And they're all like completely all in, no lifing this game. The whole time Dennis is trying to convince them, like, no, we got to go out and have real experiences and blah, blah, blah. And then the end of the episode is him coming in. He's like, I'm the king, blah, blah, blah. They're like, what? He's like, oh, I deleted your characters from the game. And they're like, what? And I just, in my head, I was like, thinking back to high school or something, if someone did that to like me or my brothers or something. Oh,
On-site.
God.
Yeah. They would be.
No more Dennis.
Yeah.
No, I deleted your character from life, my friend.
Yeah.
You're gone. I just had some on my mind, and it's gone now.
Uh-oh.
So
Undo it. Get it back. Get it
undo.
back.
It's all right. I'm gonna go to something that I mentioned earlier, in the Patreon episode, which is snowplows.
Oh, yeah, snowplows.
Because this
True.
is another like small argument I got into where.
So if you want a little more context or just more content,
Yeah.
patreon.com/thekickback.
/
No one uses the other slash. That's the dark
We
slash.
use it all the time. When
Okay.
editing, we have to split a clip and let's control backslash.
Oh, that would be so much easier. Just kidding.
Anyway.
Okay, snowplows
Yeah,
are...
so I got into it's the trucks that have the shovels on the front of them. They're not really shovels, but they
Are you
drive along the
explaining
road.
what snowplows are?
Yeah, and they push
Okay.
the snow off to them. Some people, hey, what if this person lives in an area like California where there's no snow?
There's snow in California.
But like a part of California
Well,
where there's no snow.
they've just never traveled before.
Yeah,
Never
I
seen
know.
TV?
I met somebody in 2017 who was like 25, 26 years old and had never seen snow in person until that year.
Oh, man. I
Because
was
they
going to
lived
say,
in California their entire life.
imagine how terrifying that would be if it just starts, white stuff is just falling out of the sky and making things slippery.
He knew what snow was.
No, but in my mind, he doesn't. So it's better.
It is better.
Because we were like, he's never like seen movies or anything, but like,
Yeah, but you don't really see snow.
you
plows
live
in movies,
like
right?
in a remote island your entire life, and then you get saved by society, and then it just starts snowing, and no one thought to tell you what it was.
Yeah, that's
Guys?
hilarious.
Guys,
Run! It burns!
it burns. It's just cold. It doesn't burn.
Okay, so yeah, snowplows. Mm-hmm.
I got into a small like argument, or it could have been an argument if I would have just kept talking with an employee at work about it. I think that they're the laziest people. They're the laziest people. It's the laziest job.
People that drive snowplows. What?
Yeah.
Aren't most snowplow drivers like, they wake up super early to go on shift to drive as like a side hustle? Isn't that?
You'd think so.
That's my understanding.
I've noticed
With zero research.
Yeah. Right, because I think you can volunteer for it, but then there's also like snowplow companies that go through. Right, but some people get their pickup truck and they just do it out of altruistic reasons.
So which one are you mad at?
I have a fucking story.
The companies.
No, I'm mad at the individual snowplow drivers too, because this one time, very recently during that whiteout storm,
Mm-hmm.
my mom and I were driving home from. I had picked her up.
Yeah.
And we're driving home from her work, and she like turned left on this road and just completely like slid out. You know, almost hit the curb, all this stuff, and then she kept like driving on the road, because we had to go home. And this truck, this fucking snowplow, passes us, going full speed, does not plow the snow at all,
Mm-hmm.
and then continues to not plow any snow in front of us either. We were like, just put it down if you're gonna. And you know, he's got the snow tires on, so he's fine. He can just speed on by. But
How
he,
do you know that wasn't a company?
Okay. that
either way, it pisses me off.
That would be a
I
funny
don't-
prank. You rent out a bunch of the snow plows and just drive them around without the plow down, so you're just
Right.
flexing on people. That would be pretty funny.
Right.
It pissed me off though.
Yeah.
I was like, what the?
That's why it's funny.
I think for me, if you're doing it just because you want to like help out, that's cool. I don't care. You're awesome. I don't like. You're doing something that wouldn't have been done normally, and the only reason you need to do this is because the actual companies are lazy as hell. When's the last time you've been in the middle of a storm where it's actively snowing and the snow, like people are actively on the roads? that snowplows are going through and clearing those roads so there's no accidents. It's always at 3 in the morning when nobody's on the road, and then they do the snowplow after.
Because they're usually hitting the freeways.
Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna say, recently on the freeway, I see them.
Doing their thing.
Yeah.
We need more snowplows then.
Or you
Yeah.
need to drive on the freeway more.
No, we had like
No.
on
all we're
Wednesday
saying is drive on the freeway while it's white out snowing.
there were 25 car accidents on Wednesday by 9 a.m.
Sounds right.
on the freeway
That's it.
specifically.
yeah, 26, man.
I'm not getting on the freeway. All that tells me is even though there were snowplows apparently on there, they weren't doing a good job.
So you think they're lazy because they don't plow enough?
Yeah, they wait until after people have died to go snowplow.
Yeah.
And it's stupid.
I
You're-
hate snowplow drivers for a different reason.
And what's this?
So this was like 2017 or something.
Mhm.
It was like the first or second year up here, which is like my real first exposure to snow on the road. Yeah. It's awesome. Christmas Eve, there's a big storm that's supposed to be coming in, but I hadn't heard about it. And so it was like me and my ex, not ex at the time, me and my girlfriend at the time, we'll just say that. And we have to go to bed. So we go to bed and we have to wake up at like 5 a.m. to go to Christmas Day at like all the different families. And we wake up at like 4:50 to knocking at the door, and it's a police officer that's writing us a ticket for parking on the street because a snowplow hit her car. Which I'm like, like this is on us. This really sucks, but I get it. I mean, he probably shouldn't write us a ticket on Christmas, but whatever. Move the car.
What did you get a ticket for? Were you allowed to park on the
You're
side
not
of the
allowed to
road?
park. Like, I think it's like a certain number of hours after it stops snowing or something. You have to be off the street for the snowplows. So I was like, which I didn't know, but he
Yeah.
explained it, and I was like, yeah, I guess we fucked up this time, so that's our bad. So we cleaned it up and stuff. And then after the plow had left and the cop had left, and I'm sitting there just like rethinking life,
Mm-hmm.
I look down the street and there's like cars in front of every other house. This fucking snowplow drove past everyone and then hit her car.
That's dope. That's dope. They're so bad at their jobs.
I don't.
Yeah.
They're so it's the word like it.
And it literally scraped the entire length of her car.
Yeah.
Man.
I was like, you like moving past all the cars.
Didn't
I
it
can
hit
see the
her, like-
tracks, and then
Right. Didn't it hit her rear view mirror as well and knock it off?
yep, mirror was completely busted off. Doors were all dented in.
Nice.
It never properly sealed, like airwise.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Mm-hmm. And this was like, even since I've lived here, I think this was like the worst snow I've seen.
Mm.
So we still have to go. So we jump in my car, and we're going to all the different family members on the freeway, and it's snowing, and it's literally like every like 100 feet there's a car that's been flown off the side of the road into the guardrail or whatever. And I'm just like, this is the worst Christmas ever.
There's nobody cleaning. Like I've never been on a road.
That there should have been snowplows, but they were too
Yeah.
busy hitting cars.
Yeah.
I'm
just,
on your side now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're the worst.
I'm
I
also
don't-
on your side because
Yeah.
that one
So
snowplow
right.
that drove past us and didn't even help.
Yeah, lazy.
We
Lazy.
need to start like a political action committee or something, and our entire issue is just revitalizing the snowplowmanship of our state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like bring it back. I promise to have your snows plowed.
Your snow's plowed. All your snows
Yeah.
will be plowed.
Your
Oh,
roads
we're gonna
plowed.
plow those snows. Don't you worry.
What about taxes?
Don't worry about it. We're
Listen,
gonna-
that's the other guy. I'm the plow guy.
yeah, we're plowing.
Unlike other politicians, I'm not going to be plowing you. I'll be plowing your roads.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to cost more in taxes, though.
So I will be plowing you. But
But it's for a good cause. It's so that I can plow your
Roads.
streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
be plowing these streets.
I don't want to think about that anymore.
I'm mad about
That was
this.
so frustrating.
That sounds
Because like
very
literally it was
frustrating.
like, oh, I really fucked up. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I got fucked.
Yeah. Well, the only reason they probably called the cops and had the ticket is so that they wouldn't get in trouble.
Well, yeah. So basically, the snowplow calls, and he was waiting there, and so there's like little damage on his stuff. So basically, we get a ticket for parking or whatever, and then we also have like an accident report that had to be disputed, which the insurance company actually won.
Oh, nice.
Which was nice, because that was the only yeah.
At least it had a happy-ish ending.
Ish.
That was one of the same years. I think that was the same year I went to go visit you.
Probably.
And to go play some Magic the Gathering at a game store near your house over there. And on my way over, I got hit because the light turned green to get onto the freeway going north. And somebody was like, "Ooh, that's a green light. I'm going to go forward." Even though they weren't in a turn lane, they were in a straight lane. So they hit the back of my car and then head-on collide with a car behind me. And they didn't have insurance. That was fun.
So fun.
Yeah. You had bad luck at that place.
Yeah.
Not a good time for you.
Damn, that sucks that both of us have stories about our cars getting fucked over.
Yeah.
What up, red team? No?
Nothing?
I have this story about my car getting fucked over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, were you just setting me up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was handing you the microphone.
Yeah, he was giving you the mashed potatoes and salmon on a plate.
Dying of fire.
Well,
eat it up
him
and let us know.
For bringing that up again.
yeah.
And you for eating it. But don't actually.
Okay. If I was gonna kill myself, it wouldn't be with fire.
Yeah, that does sound awful.
Yeah. Sounds like the
How would
worst
you?
way to go. With a gun.
Quick?
Yeah.
But what if you miss? That's my fear.
Yeah, like what if you... Isn't there like an insane percentage of people that shoot themselves in the head survive?
I think it's way more
Then
than you
that's
would
God's
think, yeah.
will.
Like it's like...
You're literally the guy, is it Denzel from the movie where he has like the bullet that jammed or whatever when he tried to kill himself and he keeps it as like a reminder? Like, oh, it's God's will. He saved my life.
Yeah, that would have been me. I would have kept the bullet that went through my brain.
Well, I mean, his was the ultimate, like, it didn't actually fire.
Yeah.
Because the gun misfired. I don't think you'd want to keep it if it went through and you still survived.
No, I'd keep it.
I'd probably keep it too. But that would suck. I'm way too afraid of that. You have to hit the... Brains are weird. You can just, like, bonk someone and they die.
I think the way I would go, because the gun, you can just, like, shoot and then still survive. Right? But be fucked up forever.
Woo!
Like, there's somebody at the gym I go to who literally had a crowbar go through their head. Right?
Sure.
And they're still alive. Like, went through the right side, they're just brain dead in that right side. And that same thing could happen with a gun. You know? I think what I would do...
picturing a gun going through your head.
Oh, yeah, with a
not
bullet.
a bullet.
I would do the exhaust thing where I'd take some random person's garage because I don't have one.
That would be so messed up to carbon monoxide yourself in someone else's place.
Because that's like the most peaceful way I can see it happening.
I saw a little comic strip, and it's like two kids in the backseat of a car, and they're like, I'm going to win. And they're holding their breath, and the dad's like, or the next panel is them both having fallen asleep, and the dad is in the front seat like, I won. And then it zooms out, and they're in the garage. And,
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it got dark.
But
wow.
how was the Stanley Cup? Did it survive?
I'm lost.
You're lost?
I'm lost.
Do you know?
The
You
Stanley...
don't know.
What?
Okay.
From like cars?
No. Stanley is a type of cup. It's like this. What Anthony has right here, which has water in it. So
is this the dumb like Starbucks
Yeah.
related thing? I don't even know how that ties into what I was saying, but I'm a
so
little less lost.
There was a car crash.
Okay.
Car went into flames, blew up. The Stanley Cup was fine.
Oh, we haven't gotten to
completely.
his story yet.
And I think inside of it, like the ice hadn't melted all the way or something.
Mm.
So people are like, "This is an amazing cup.
Branding.
This is so good." So now Stanley Cups are like $100 or more online because people are like, "This is so amazing. This is so good," but it's just a thermal cup. It's just insulated.
Yeah, it's just like there's a vacuum in there, so there's no heat transfer really.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
yeah.
I mean, like, there's a lot of those. But I mean, that's like the opposite of what happened to Tylenol, like where it's just a happy little accident where people died. It ends up being really good for your brand.
Yeah.
Tylenol got the other end of that, where everyone thought they were trying to kill all their customers. It's not good.
Just like the government, the U.S. government.
Didn't I even Didn't I tell my accident story on the pod already?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I rewrite, like, I only have the 1 hour-ish slot of brain space, so I just re-record over it every week.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm driving on the road. There's no stop
That's good.
sign. There's no stop signs. No
That's
yield
less good.
signs.
Less good.
I hit a intersection, and I look down, and there's a speed bump or a speed dip on the other side of the intersection. So I'm like, cool, I got to slow down for that. So I look down at my speed. I'm going a little fast. I'm not speeding, but I'm going fast for a speed bump. So I start to slow down, and then when I look up, there's a car in front of me. And I'm like, well, fuck, I'm going to hit him because there's nothing else you can do at that point. So I, like, slam on my
Pedal
brakes.
to the metal.
Mhm.
Might as well go fast.
You go faster, then you pull the emergency brake and spin the wheel, so you drift around them.
Wish I was that skilled.
That would be like a
I
movie.
didn't turn because I didn't want to run my car off the road and do more damage.
Smart.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll hit him and then,
I'll hit him. Hopefully he dies and doesn't sue me.
no, but I
I'll
did.
put his body in
I
my
ended
car
up
and be in
T-boning
his
him.
car until the cop it was him.
I guess it's more of like an L bone because I only hit the back of his car,
Yeah.
so it's like a capital L. Which sucked. That one was like 70% my fault and 30% the fucking state's fault for having uncontrolled roads.
Yeah.
I hate
You
that.
gonna take him to court?
I should, but I don't want to.
But I don't want. That's so much work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Lazy people don't get money. Don't make money.
Snowplow people get paid, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Back at it.
Stupid.
Snowplowman.
I mean, honestly, I respect you not, because if you have to pay any money, right, then you're just setting yourself up for that grind culture, right?
Oh, you're one of the. I wish my bank account was empty, so I'd have to work that much harder or something.
Yeah, like double my rent, so I have to work harder to make my living.
Hustle.
Gotta make
No.
my bread. I want to be as hard as possible, so the bread I make is worth it.
Let's all just move in with Buddy.
What? I don't have enough room.
What's going on? Oh, I did have a question about that.
Oh,
sorry, not about moving in. We've gone.
Oh yeah, about us moving in.
We've gone to your place a couple times, and you're like, my upstairs neighbors. I hear them.
Oh my god, yeah.
And you can hear them like walking around and thumping. Do you ever hear them having sex?
Not that I can tell. Mostly, it feels like they want to get their steps in.
Okay.
And the only way they know how to do it is pacing around, like back and forth from one end of their apartment to the other. That's what it feels like. That's like the only noise I've heard outside of one night when they had a party. Which is, I wasn't very happy about the party, but a little more understandable. It was only one night. I could have been invited, but
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Do you think
I almost went up there.
so? Your place has rules about noise, essentially, right? Like that's what their things kind of dwindle down to,
Yeah.
right? Do you think it's the correct thing to do in this instance where you're gonna have people over that might be a little bit louder to let your neighbors know?
If I was throwing a party, I would. For
Right,
sure.
like the people above you, to the side of you, and above to the side as well,
I
Hit
don't know
all
if I'd go
six.
up and to the side. I'd probably do triangle.
directly above.
Up and then either side.
Okay.
But-
So 3.
Yeah. Because sound doesn't even travel diagonally, does it? I don't think there's anything in the laws of physics that support that.
Should we find out? Can you guys hear me? Hello?
That's not a diagonal. This is a diagonal right here. Hello.
But
We'll see. We'll see that in post. That'll be me.
yeah, I don't know. It's the stomping. I just don't understand who walks like that. That's what gets me. Because at least like hearing sex would be like, yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm not gonna go tell you to quiet down because I mean,
I would
good
have
for
asked to
you, you
join.
know? Maybe, you know. I don't know what they look like though.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fair. That's
discriminate.
shallow of me to even
Yeah.
say that.
They can wear
No,
bags.
I think preferences is totally fine. Have your preferences.
It's 2024.
No, you're allowed to have preferences.
I don't know.
Bigot.
Wow.
No.
On looks, what's next? Preferences on like gender?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude.
Really? You're one of those.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can have preferences on gender.
Right.
What's wrong with having preferences on gender, huh?
Nothing, man.
Biden.
You guys hear about Gypsy Rose?
Nope.
Do you know who Gypsy Rose is?
Nope.
Do
But
you know?
it might be like the Stanley Cup thing where after a few sentences I remember.
Do you?
No.
Okay. I keep asking him questions.
I feel like he's not
and then he keeps
listening.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, he like doesn't even
He
like
doesn't even get us, man.
Yeah.
Who's Gypsy Rose? It's a person?
Yeah, it's a girl who was being abused by her mother a lot a number of years ago.
What'd she do?
She was saying like, "Oh, you have all these illnesses. You need to take drugs for them," and would make her take these drugs, which would then give her issues.
Yes.
Right.
I knew it after a few sentences.
Yeah.
I know.
And then she killed her mom.
Yeah, after dating a psycho.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't blame her.
Yep. And she went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
This last week, she got out.
That was quick.
Let's have her on.
Let's have her on. And she has become a little bit of an influencer because of it.
Weird.
Right? Because people are like, Gypsy Rose, you killed your mom. Let's talk.
Why?
What's
I
going
guess
on,
we're
dude?
just leaving our phones on today.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can't believe that would be a thing.
You get phone calls all the time.
No, I don't. My phone's being used to record.
I had to watch.
Oh.
I mean,
So she got out. She has gone through a couple interviews and gotten to some Twitter drama. The Twitter drama, she's married to someone. I think they're married. And there's a lot of very mean things that people
is
do
it
on
the
the
same
internet.
dude she was
No,
dating?
different guy.
Okay.
I
I don't remember all the specifics, but I remember him being very crazy.
Yeah, it's a
I
different
think he got in
person.
trouble for masturbating in a McDonald's for like 4 hours straight.
What?
Yeah,
The
I
hell?
think that's one of the things that he got in trouble for.
No, it's just like, okay, that's wrong, but 4 hours straight.
Yeah. No,
What was the cutoff? If you would have done it for 3 hours and 30 minutes, it would have been fine, dude. I don't
Wouldn't
care.
have been caught.
Look, man, you're going to have to buy another McChicken or you got to get out.
Yeah, but 4 hours is too much. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Why was anything past the, holy shit, you're masturbating? Okay.
I think it's because he had like some sort of mental thing, so I think everyone felt way too awkward to like try and kick him out. I don't know. Like, it's better to just ignore.
I don't.
It's McDonald's. It's probably a bunch of teenagers running the place.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair. They're like, holy
they
shit,
don't know
that
how to
dude's
deal with that.
masturbating. Look at him. That's crazy.
Gross.
Right. So they're saying that.
there's like 50% chance what I just said was true,
Yeah. Yeah. Like, which mean, I think more than 50.
and I round up. So
Yeah.
That's 100% chance.
yeah. So she's married.
Yeah. I think she's married. I believe that's what it is. I
Like
don't.
50% sure.
Yeah.
So she's
But
married.
Her partner is getting a lot of hate. People are calling him Peter Griffin and her Lois Lane. not Lane.
Lois Lane?
Lois.
Lois.
I don't know the last name.
Griffin?
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 Yeah, I guess so.
If they're
That
married.
feels wrong. What do you mean? You don't have to take the last name of the person you marry.
Lois
I'm pretty
Lane.
sure she did.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And they're just giving a whole bunch of like crap. And she replies to something.
Wait. Why are they calling them the Griffins?
Oh, because he's a little bit larger and she's a little bit smaller in comparison. So they're
That's
pretty
the
much calling.
connection?
They're calling him fat. Just like
That's oh god, a fat
Yeah.
guy. You must be
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of. I think
Sure.
it's unfair. It's a little messed up.
Mm-hmm.
But she pretty much.
I was hoping there was going to be more similarities. Like she's a redhead, and
Oh, no.
he looks like Peter Griffin, not just because he's fat, but also he's like got the glasses, he's got like short brown
I think
hair.
he has glasses and short brown hair.
Or if he acts like Peter Griffin, you know.
Yeah, it's the
Does he
laugh
have ball chin?
No.
I don't know then.
I think it's mostly just like
Just fat white guy.
yeah.
Must be.
But she
Just be creative with
replies and
insults,
she's
that's
like,
all I'm saying.
"This is just I get dicked down by that goodness every night, pretty much." She claps back a little bit at
Wait,
the haters.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Like the tweet.
Yeah,
Oh,
and she's
I
like-
have seen this.
you know.
Yeah, I'm vaguely aware of most things on
That's
the internet.
awesome.
You
You're
know?
so good. Which is just funny. Her being like, "Whatever you guys can hate, but I'm getting dicked down by his glorious D."
Confidence, dude. That's the
Um,
key.
Right? She was there for her man.
Mm-hmm.
But there was another one that she
Yeah,
had.
and
there
she
was
she said it's like godly or something. Like,
yeah, godly. That's
and
right.
I think the tweet I saw was someone reacting to that, be like, "Get you a girl that talks about you like this" or something. Like,
There's an interview where she's talking. She's like, for anybody that's going through things that are similar, I just want you to know that there are people out there for you. You're not alone. You can reach out. And there's ways to deal with this. I did it the wrong way. And the interviewer's like, no, don't say that. And she's like, no, I did. I killed somebody. She goes, oh, that's what you meant. It's like, what did you think she was talking about? Like,
I found my husband on a dating app. That's not wrong. Well, what about the killing my mom thing? Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's pretty
Don't
bad.
do that one.
yeah, that was a bad one. She also said that she
I
had
don't know,
over
though.
250.
I think she was justified, but
Yeah. The reason she went to jail is because of it wasn't counted as self-defense because there was nothing happening in the moment that would have made her feel fearful for her life.
Because she should have looked out for the Oxford comma.
She should have, yeah, because I think she killed her mom while the mom was sleeping.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
They had like a plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she says she had over 250 people send in letters asking her out while she was in jail.
I don't understand how prisoners just slay. I hear nothing but good things about being a prisoner.
Nothing but greatness.
On the dating side, not the rest of it sucks.
Yeah.
I think it's because people are fundamentally broken, you know?
What? I should look into that. That actually sounds really interesting. What drives you? Because I kind of understand like the super famous, hot serial killer type.
I think it's
like
Harley
intrigues
Quinn.
he's like, ooh, it's like a bad boy, you know?
Yeah, and
like that bad boy, bad girl, like rebel type of like, you know, like oh, that's hot, you know?
I also think a lot of people just have Harley Quinn fetishes, and they're like, someone attractive girl, she in there because she's crazy like that. She ain't afraid to take her bag, kill her mom. That's hot. I don't think it is.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I think or
Yeah,
downloaded that.
What?
I downloaded that.
Nice.
Downloaded what?
Halo. You didn't get that from
No.
That's the elite sound.
Oh. I was making
Anyway,
fun of seals.
or they want to kill
Me
their
too.
mom.
And then it turned into elites. What are elites but the seals of the galaxy?
This is fun.
Who killed what, Mom? Stop playing footsies without me.
Over here.
I'm sorry, you keep popping up on me, but
Woo! Yeah, I don't know. That's super interesting. I don't understand how some people's brains work, I guess. Because to me, it would be like, what can you even do with someone while they're in prison? You can't play footsies.
no, but you can
Like, what's the point?
but you can put your hand up against the glass and have them do it as well and have a very emotional.
Or they can like take
Ooh.
the and they could like, you know, like Cable Man, you know, where he like does like the thing and he's like, touch it.
Well, now we have to censor that.
Do we?
I don't know.
I think
No.
we're fine.
I guess if you're like a super drama queen and you build them up in your head anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter that you have to wait however many years to have any sort of. And then they'll marry people in prison that they've never met outside of prison. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if they're a completely different person outside of prison?
What if
What if they're worse? Somehow.
What if they're better?
What if they're like normal outside of prison? That's like no fun.
I
you
can
know?
change him. See, when we first met, he was in prison, and now he's not.
Yeah.
They just
It
needed
works.
a project.
I just want him to like, you know, threaten me with a knife. Like, no biggie.
It is crazy that some people need a dysfunctional relationship to feel happy,
Yeah.
feel fulfilled,
Mhm.
Yeah,
feel fulfilled.
and I don't.
It's
But
to
that's all
feel
I get.
love.
That's all I get.
It's like someone else take my,
Yeah,
Jesus take the wheel.
I don't. I want a relationship that you work together, not against each other. There was
You want that PVE,
Yeah, PVE. I'm a
player
PvE.
versus environment.
Yeah,
Where
I'm
you're on a team
PvE
versus
Yeah.
kinda guy.
PvP, which
yeah.
for the
So,
non-gamers out
non-gamers.
there,
When I was younger, there was like the family living class or whatever we had to take in junior high, and
Okay.
my teacher told everybody that it's healthy to get into fights in a relationship. Or I think they said it, healthy couples fight.
That's true.
Yes.
No.
Well, it's healthy couples will figure out there's something that's wrong, and then they'll work together to solve this issue. Is what they were trying to get to. right?
Even healthy relationships have conflicts.
Yeah, they have conflicts, and then they can
And then
work
you
through
just
those conflicts.
Duke it out, you know?
Yeah, you Mr. and Mrs.
Healthy.
Smith it up, and you just fight until you're fucking.
I call that fightkin. I call that.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. Stop combining words.
It's called a face battle.
A face, yeah, or a faddle, if you will.
No,
Stop.
stop.
This is worse than the salmon and the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Smashed
Keep them
potatoes.
separate, dude.
But because they phrased it that way, I've had people that I grew up with that are like, no, our relationship is healthy. I know it because we fight. Like, I've
you
had
have
them tell
actual
me.
people that were in that class that say that.
I've actually people that in that class that have told me that their relationship is healthy and that the fighting is healthy. And I'm like, no, you guys are screaming at each other. And it gets to the point where one of you just walks out and leaves. And they're done.
I got a Sprite and a Sprite. I call that a Sprite.
I got feelings towards you and I call it spite.
That was good. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I add extra dice when I hit you. I call that a smite.
That's
Wow,
pretty good
that was
too.
pretty good too.
Damn,
Fuck.
I think I'm going to lose this one. I'm going to quit this job. I'm going on strike.
He's a writer.
That was okay.
You wouldn't think it because that joke
Yeah.
was awful.
So anyway, about fighting couples being healthy. I'm trying to think of like how to like give it the best interpretation. Like, is there a case to be made that if you never fight with your significant other, can that like be a sign that there is some dysfunction there?
Yes, I think so.
Right? So
Mhm.
I could see that.
Yeah, communication is lacking in that
But like
instance.
screaming's probably almost never okay. And I don't think if you describe it as a fight, it's probably not great.
Yeah, I think
It just
she
depends
should
on
not
how
have
you
to-
determine.
Right, I think if she would have said healthy couples have conflicts,
Mhm.
perfect. Right, but the fact that she said healthy couples have fights.
And they work through the conflicts together.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
completely different to be
Healthy
like,
couples keep 4 boxing gloves on them at all times.
Healthy couples have healthy fights.
Yeah.
There you go.
A healthy
even then,
fight
is
is a
just
conflict.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's too many words.
Yeah.
You know what?
You know
Why
what's
use
crazy
many
too?
words?
I want to throw an insult your way. I call that a slight.
We're off that bit.
Yeah, you move on.
No, I'm never off it.
You're living the past.
You
old man.
already peaked. Why would you want to stay on it?
Yeah.
You hit the top one. Till I think of a word that rhymes with Sprite. Don't flip me off.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Damn. I saw, okay, it's a TV show called Lie to Me. And they say, like, there's a few different images they have of politicians that are, like, scratching, their middle finger right here or adjusting their glasses with their middle finger. And they're like, that's not, that's intentional, but it's, like, subconscious. Like, you are expressing yourself right there. And it's a TV show, but I'm taking it as fact. So what is your problem with me?
Because he was trying to slight
Healthy
you.
couples fight,
Oh,
That is
true. What's messed up about this too is like this teacher woman, right?
Yeah.
She probably actually did negatively affect a bunch of people's lives with that interpretation, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And she was probably like some 24-year-old random person.
Yeah.
It blows my mind that people that have important jobs can just be like I could have an important job,
Yeah. It's crazy that, like, right now we could influence people with the way that we give them information.
But like, I think you're alluding to saying words to the internet where people might hear it. But like, there are people that have like the state has like signed off on this person teaching this class and giving that information, and they messed up. Like, at least with us, it's like, we don't have any authority except like, my advice is foolproof.
Yeah, it's sound. There's nothing that could ever be wrong with it.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah.
50% rounds to 100.
You have a good life, and that means the advice you give helps people get to that same good
I'm
life.
30, which means I'm like 3 times older than anyone that uses YouTube. So
Fuck,
or something.
I use YouTube.
Maybe
a lot.
3 is too much.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
And
I'm
Yeah,
not-
that explains.
So, have you guys heard about?
Mickey Mouse.
No.
Oh.
I have heard about Mickey Mouse before, though. It's the German rat.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And it has entered public domain.
and people are still getting sued for it.
Oh. I was going to have Mickey dancing around right here for a little bit.
No, I don't think so. I think that's a bad idea.
But I was told
Yeah, I know.
on the
you
internet
should
by
be-
strangers without verifying it all that I could use Mickey's likeness without any legal consequences.
Yeah, because it's in
You're telling me I was lied to?
Well, maybe. Probably.
What if it was by a teacher?
Well, that's factual.
Yeah.
And not at all captual.
It's healthy to fight mice.
Mm.
Yes, but only if they're German.
Yeah. Wait.
Wait,
that-
Russian.
German?
I thought you said
Mickey's German.
Yeah.
He's German?
Yep, Mickey Mouse.
Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
What were you saying? Sorry. Mickey'd you.
You said something earlier about
I call that a mousetrap.
just going outside. It was talking about
Going
Always
outside.
Sunny in Philadelphia.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, just go outside. We got to go have lives outside of this.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about the Tetris drama?
Oh, I know this one.
You take it away then.
No. Go ahead.
He's
I want
lying.
you to
He
do
just
it.
wanted to be included.
Okay.
I want you to do it.
Okay. Maybe I might be wrong,
Okay.
but
That's never stopped me.
I'm gonna try for it. Okay. Now I'm in.
Now
This
you
is
know
big
he's
for you.
he's in the kickback
I am
pose.
in the position.
Yeah, this is like the first time for you.
Now
And
you've got the wrong leg up.
So,
This is great audio content,
Boys.
guys. Watch the YouTube.
boys.
Okay, Tetris. What's Tetris?
Tetris is a game where you
Is it fun?
yes, where you depending on who you are, where you connect these blocks in a line, and then the blocks will break, and then if the blocks ever reach the top without you connecting them in a line, you lose the game.
Okay.
The game gets harder as you go,
Sure.
to the point where so it uses, is it RAM? Am I even on the right?
Yes. Come on. No.
Okay.
Have full confidence.
Okay.
You know all the parts of a computer and what they do.
Yeah, clearly. But is it RAM that games use to
Most games use RAM, yeah,
Most games use RAM.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and CPU and GPU, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
Power supply, fans.
So it
Rainbow colors.
can only run so fast before it starts like using too much RAM to run the game.
Okay.
And so eventually
Wait. Tetris is such a simple game. How does it run out of RAM?
So
Well,
every 10 levels or so, you speed up,
Yeah.
right? And it takes more. So you're going to speed up. So that game says we need to go faster, which means we need to produce these blocks as fast as they can place them. But we also need to remember everything that was done before so we can properly hold their score.
Okay.
Now,
It
one
gets
thing
to
that's
the
very
point-
important about
it
this
gets to the point.
is this is the
Wait.
old school version.
yeah,
so
it's
they just
the
don't
old
have as
school-
much storage.
Yeah, it's the old school like arcade versions.
Mhm. Okay.
So I am on the right story.
Oh,
apparently.
so it's not like our RAM. It's like on like an arcade machine.
Like
RAM.
it's they on the old NES.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So I was gonna say like
they have
a couple gigabytes of RAM is gonna store like all of the Tetris moves ever made or something.
Yeah.
Like not actually, but
Yeah, but it's on the NES.
okay. NES, NES.
yeah. So and then
Nice.
also I guess like a really cool part to this, it doesn't really matter, but it gets to the point where you have to like it'll drop the blocks so fast that you can't place them. So you have to like, what do you know what I'm talking about? Where you have to like kind of like they call it some weird tech where it's like drop roll or something like that.
So you use the NES controller,
Mm-hmm.
right? And there are plenty of ways to rotate and spin it.
The
Right.
controller.
No, the
know.
blocks for Tetris. Yeah. The really slow way is to boom drop. Right. Use your left hand to hit the trigger and then right hand to drop
Uh-huh.
it. The fast way that somebody found out actually relatively recently, like 2017, 2018, is you hold it here and then you on the underside you just tickle it like you would be tickling someone's taint.
Sure.
And when you do that, it's gonna bump it up and it's gonna hit that button quickly. And it's just gonna rotate as much as you need to,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just drops. And yes, that is the drop rolling that you're talking about. Not everybody uses that. It's considered the fastest and most like advanced clear cut way to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So they also figured out the game will crash if you
Get far enough
because it's moving so fast that first of all it'll get to the point where they can't even match the colors correctly because it's just popping out like blocks so fast. So like
you don't have to match colors in Tetris, do you?
No. But the blocks have different
level
colors.
When you go through different levels, things change.
I see.
But it'll get to the point where it can't match the colors to what it's usually doing, and then eventually it'll break. And I guess this kid, I think he's like what 13. This 13-year-old was like, I'm gonna break the game, and I think he either attempted or did it.
Yeah, so it was like around level like I think 168, first one ever to break the game.
Mm-hmm.
It just could not go anymore. He's 13 years old, and it became a huge thing on the internet. Huge, because like somebody broke Tetris. They knew theoretically it was possible, and people have gone into competitions and just they've never gone to that level. Even the top players doing it. So it's huge. Mm-hmm. Huge news in the Tetris world. And some news reporter said, do you know?
This is all you know. That's all. That's as far as I get. So this
news reporter was like,
good job.
Wow, kid. I mean, it's just a game. It's really not that impressive. Like, instead, you should just go outside and maybe have a life or something. Right? And it's like, Tetris is one of the most known games out there.
Dude,
and this is a huge, like,
arcade.
Yeah, this is like a world record thing that he just did.
It's just a Rubik's Cube, dude. Go outside.
Yeah. Go outside.
I would say,
so she has been lit up by the internet.
Stupid weather girl.
Yeah, and just destroyed because people are like, it's...
More people know about
why
Tetris
is that different?
than they know about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, how is that different from having any other hobby? Right?
Being the best at any other hobby. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if there is like a hobby out there or a skill.
Being the best at a game that's been around since like what,
1970?
Sounds right, yeah.
That's insane to me.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like any skill where you're the number one in the world is probably like, I mean, nice, dude. That's
after like 70 years.
Yeah, but people are like just blowing her up, and they're like, yeah, how about you go have a real job instead of just read off a teleprompter?
Seriously, all you do is make stupid remarks to pro game players.
Yeah, it's like you don't even have to think in your job. You just have to be able to read off of a screen.
1985, we were wrong.
1985, but still, that's crazy that he
it's
just
like
40 years later, just now got to the best. And that's not even at its prime. Its prime in gaming was like when it came out, probably.
No, its prime is if you guys have never watched a Tetris competition, I'm going to tell you, it is one of the most entertaining, unsuspectingly entertaining things ever. I have gone down the rabbit hole a couple times.
Catan, man.
I have been watching some Catan, but like Tetris in general is just it's so intense to watch because it's going quick and it's two people going back and forth against each other. And you're like, oh my God, are they going to mess up? And you see them mess up. And you're like, oh no, they're fucked. But then they like pull these insane moves of how did you even get that to rotate the way you needed it to then go from a position that seems like they're just going to lose the next couple like seconds to completely reset.
Oh, because like snowballs, like if you hit the right piece and make half your board disappear.
Yeah,
back
which
in
is just insane. Awesome. Also, fun fact about Tetris, there's been some studies going through that it can help cure PTSD.
Oh, I wanted to say that actually.
Yeah.
I'm back on this train. Let's go. Tetris can help cure PTSD, depression, and a lot of stress disorders actually.
Mm-hmm.
What if you put all of your free time and you get really, really, really into Tetris and you're really invested and you get to level 168 and you break it and that gives you PTSD?
Then you just go play more Tetris.
He probably didn't have PTSD until the chick was like, why don't you get like a real hobby to a 13-year-old?
Yeah.
Nah, I bet he knows.
Fucking
like this is jumpstarting his career. If he wants to now have a YouTube channel where it's him grinding like Tetris Nationals, he's set.
Why would you ever play again? You peaked. Like literally he peaked. There's no going past that.
There could be. It's all random at that point because it's RAM, right? So you could hit like level 170 because 160.
Yeah, I think it depends. My assumption would be it depends on. I assume some blocks require a little bit more storage, and if you have a round where they don't have as much, like some of the three blocked ones versus the 5 blocked ones?
It doesn't matter.
You don't think so?
No, I doubt it matters at all.
I don't know. I have no
I know.
idea.
I
But-
bet. You could like play Tetris on an emulator on an actual like machine now
Mm-hmm.
to actually have more RAM than an S. Maybe go farther that way, but like I don't know. I'd move on to the next game and be like, I beat Tetris. All right, now we're going to I don't know, Go to what?
Candy Crush.
I said Pong.
Pong.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that even a hard game?
Yeah, because the ball gets faster every time it hits.
Yeah.
So you
Don't
hit
you
like
know?
level 168 and you're like...
I know you guys think I'm old.
Yeah.
So I haven't
Let's
watched
make
Catan.
let's make a Tetris line and get out of here. Huh? Like let's make like the little line in
You forgot
Tetris,
a like in there.
like you know, and
we're
then
gonna get a
like you
Tetris
wait,
line, and then we're
like
gonna
you wait in the game. You know what?
and be gone.
You had your chance. Fuck it, you had your chance.
But Tetris is so fun. I highly recommend anybody going and watching one of the competitions. They seem like they're really long, so like an hour and a half long. And you're like, oh man, this will take forever. But then it's over, and you're surprised that it's already been an hour and a half.
What a nerd.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Kickback podcast,
Mm-hmm.
where it just like it ends too soon.
They should be in that same area. Well, I think
It's not all about the price of the
it's
product.
all about the price of the product.
No, you're too what's the opposite of capitalism brained?
Socialism.
I've heard that everything you don't like is socialism, so
Yeah.
that's Braden.
I'm a socialist.
He did tell me that he likes trying to be social or whatever.
Mm.
He makes so much eye contact.